How are you all doing this evening?
Good. How
Good.
about you?
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm doing great. Doing pretty good. Here with you all, and I'm just praying that you all are doing your spiritual studies and working on your OBEs, etc. All right, who's got that first spiritual experience they'd like to share with us?
I have one to
I
share.
have one.
Okay,
Go ahead, sister.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Katat.
Okay, thank
Share it
you.
loud with us, son. How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Good to hear you all.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so this morning, matter of fact,
All right.
it was after I put
Yeah,
on
me too.
one of your DVDs, matter of fact. It was the guy Corey Good talking. So, I did a little.
What was it now?
It was Corey Good. It was a DVD with Corey Good on there.
Oh, yeah, that's serious.
Right. So, I did a little meditation, visualization, breathing. Literally a little bit. Couldn't have been like 3 minutes, I'm almost ashamed to say. But it was real quick. And,
He took you out there in the stars with them UFOs, huh?
Even further, because it started off, I was somewhere, and some stuff was going on and I wasn't too sure about. So I was like, okay, this must be a dream. And then, as always, when I come to that realization, I see, slowly the scene breaking down around me. And then it's like I seen another reality open up. It looked like a kitchen, and all I had to do was walk through it.
Uh-huh.
But it kind of felt like something was, trying to keep me back in the other reality. So I was like, and I just pushed on through. I just forced my way through whatever barrier. I couldn't really see the barrier, but I could kind of feel it. And, like a bright flash of light when I went from one scene to the other. Usually when you dream, sometimes you don't really see the scenes change. This time I literally I seen the scene change. It's like the first time I seen that. And then I get into this kitchen and, like, I guess I was starting to wake up because I, felt myself getting more and more conscious. So I was like, I need to look for a mirror. And
yeah,
I went around the little corner, and then I seen a little mirror on the desk, on a table. So I walked over to it, bent down, and I looked pretty much the same, but I was like, man, I got to fix up my hair because my hair was, hanging down all over the place, looked like I had just woke up. So then instantly, out of nowhere, this big, huge mirror appears, and then when I look at myself in that mirror, I look different, so I'm looking.
Describe a little bit how.
The most I remember, I was real dark and I had a lot of hair. That's mainly what I remember. And I think I was wearing like something blue. I was wearing like a blue vest or something like. And so yeah, I remember saying something like, man, when I get to 5D, I can have a new hairstyle every day. So then I just started doing all different types of stuff. Yeah, I started doing all different types of stuff in my hair, trying style after style, from a locks to fro to braids to a low boy.
You can
everything.
do that. Yeah, you can not only you can change your whole physical anatomy.
Yeah, and
every
then it just kept going. It started with the hair, and then it turned to like these big plumes of gas, like what looked like nebula gas or something. So then I'm like, hold on, all right, let me try to create this image I have in my head, for this this whole story. It's kind of like it looks kind of like a black hole for the cover. The idea I have for the cover, it looks kind of like a black hole. So I start trying to draw this thing, and I just take my finger and I literally just draw a circle in the air, and something started manifesting, but it didn't look how I wanted it to look. So I just balled it up and like just threw it away, discarded it, and then I did it again, and I thought intently. I was like, okay, it needs to be a perfect sphere, perfect sphere. And then, you know, even though I drew it squiggly, it just formed itself into a perfect sphere. And then I spun it.
Your intent.
To get it exactly, and then I spun it to get it rotating like a galaxy or something. And then it just took shape. You know, it looked like a big galaxy with a black hole at the center. And you know, I then kind of realized that, well, in the center, it was pulling in a lot of things past me, like these.
Exactly.
I saw stars, planets, crafts, everything, basically like everything I would even need to put this story together. It was all going down into this black hole or into this universe I had just created, or whatever it was.
That's the event horizon, you know, right?
Right, and it just started getting very, very intense, and then I realized that it looked like I was on like a hollow deck of a ship or something. You know, like a big room inside of a ship or something, and it's like I could see through
exactly
the bottom of the floor, and then it was like it was getting real intense, and even, you know, things inside of the craft was starting to get pulled into this universe, you know. So I kind of started backing up, and I turned around, and then I woke up. And that was my experience this morning.
Well, that was powerful, right? That's a powerful experience, and I'm glad about that. And that's what you need to have an experience like that, because that's what you call the real ultimate reality. Beginning to wake up, really wake up to what's happening, really. This is a hologram, a holodeck. Know that, all of you. All right. For Amun, what you got?
Yes, mine is not quite as detailed as Katat's was, but it was an intentional.
We always enjoy you. Go ahead.
It was an intentional effort. So I had made an appointment to get my oil changed for my vehicle and get a front end alignment. And so it's like downtown in Dallas, and I really hate driving there, especially in the morning. You know, everybody is just flying, trying to get to work back and forth. So it's like I was dreading it, but I set the intention. I'm going to drive down. It's going to be uneventful. I'm going to have a beautiful experience. And I set that intention. And so I got up, and it was the appointment's like 7 o'clock in the morning. That was the time for the appointment. So I got up and got dressed and everything, and I ran downstairs and jumped in the car and got to the block and remembered or realized that I had forgotten something. So I had to turn around, come back up to the third floor, get it, and go back down again. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, it's already 6:30. Am I going to make it?